Katie, run it up.
Yeah, big shout out to Matt, Callum, Drifty, Big Kop-Ish, and you know they can't stop it. Realest in the game, all you gotta do is watch it. Drifty, Callum, Matt on the stream still popping. The haters gon' hate cause they know they can't top it. Mo Salah, I might go and get a hat trick. Halal lifestyle, but still see me with a bad chick. Kop-Ish gang got the game on lock. Going hard like the game don't stop. Fly killer like Callum, I'm going dummy. Drifty on the way, they feel when the heat's coming. And Matt still popping, his ish is still bumping. The game, we still running. I'm feeling like Zubiri with the locks and they love it. Came back.
Goat noises. The D9 himself. Mr. Origi. Playing Everton, scores against Everton. Is what he does. There's 3 guarantees in life. Death, taxes, and Origi scoring against Everton Football Club. Is what he does. It's what he does. What a substitution by Klopp. What a bunch of substitutions by Klopp. Diaz and Origi changed that game. It looked like he was heading towards a 0-0. And you know what happens next. Origi comes on. D9, Lord of the Manor, comes and does the business. Drift, what are you telling me, bro?
You see Origi, bro? You see Origi?
My D9.
When the blood clot see up there, so another yard there. I might gun that.
Who was it?
I might gun that. I might gun that.
Do you see the goat in the background as well? Divock just passing through.
Oh my God, that. And I've got a quick message before Everton, before we get into this, bro.
Yeah, go on them from one of my yard. So stop calling me no brother. Stop calling me no pussy. Kiss me. Stop out my tongue. Stop out my tongue. Stop out my tongue. Kiss me for my lip. Then dog, go suck your mother, man.
Fuck Everton.
I really, really hope this was a nail in the coffin. I'll be real with you. As much as I want to see it happen, I feel as though that win against Man United will be enough for them to sneak out. But I really hope they get relegated. I really, really, really hope they get relegated. Really do. That first half was a throwaway first half. Second half, we showed our quality. And again, we've been on air hundreds of times now talking about squad this, squad that. What won us the game today? A squad. We didn't have a squad. We didn't win that game today. Players who can come on and change the system, change how we're playing. Diaz came on and instead of Jota playing as an inverted winger, Diaz held the line and said, all right, who wants it as a fullback now? Origi came on and was partnering Jota in the middle while Salah was holding wide. And Origi come on and said, right, you got 2 of us to mark now. What are you lot saying? Excellent stuff by Klopp. Excellent stuff by Liverpool Football Club. Drift, what are you telling me?
Bruv, it's just one of them things, man. Like, all jokes aside just for a second, and we'll go back into the banter afterwards. These are the things that I used to say when people used to think that I was like being over the top, or like my love for the guy was making me say things that were like being biased. And I was trying to explain to people, forget the fact that I love the guy and listen to what I'm saying. Having players like Origi on the bench change games. It gives you options. And somebody who is that willing to hold bench and be as professional as Divock is at all times, ready whenever needed after being left out of squads, Cal. There's times when he's not even on the bench, bro. And he remains professional. And whenever he is called upon, apart from a random odd time, which is very like nitpicking if you want to draw for it, name me a time when Divock comes on and doesn't help the team. Every time he's called upon, he comes on and he does something. It doesn't even have to be necessarily scoring a goal, but he'll be influential in a victory in some way, shape, or form. Those type of players are invaluable. We won a cup already this season because we have players like Minamino and Origi and James Milner, who people think shouldn't be in the squad, but they come in when they're asked and they do what they're asked to do when they're called upon. These are the type of players that give you opportunities to have multiple titles within one season, to play well, to rotate, to give people a rest when you want to bring people in. Flexible, bro. Minamino Milner can play in numerous different positions as well. You just can't win things without these players. You can't. You don't win big things unless you have these type of players who can come in and help throughout the season. It's a fact. Go and look through history. And I just can't understand why they're going to leave, bro. Like, if they really want to go themselves, then I kind of do get it. Like, if they're really like, look, I want to progress my career. Minamino and Origi deserve to be able to go and play football and have a better career than being a substitute for Liverpool. They do. Their ability is too good to be a substitute for Liverpool. But if they are okay with it, they shouldn't be going anywhere, Cal. They shouldn't be going anywhere. They're the type of players you need. They just are, bruv.
I have a little bit of a rebuttal, but now's not the time for it. But I do see where you're coming from. I do genuinely see where you're coming from. Like, I don't want you to think I don't. I do.
No. I mean, if you don't agree, fair enough. But
no,
for me,
I don't. No. So here's the thing: I don't disagree. I just don't wholeheartedly agree.
That's fair.
Again, today's not the day for that. I'm like and I'm not even talking about Origi separately. I'm talking about there's a couple of players there, like your Oxys, your Takis, Origi's, a couple of players like that where obviously split opinion. Milner as well, but like today's that day where you see a squad, and again, it didn't necessarily have to be Origi. Again, I know you're a big Nunes fan. That could have been Nunes next season coming off the bench saying, right, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's throw it up there, see what these lot are about. Can they defend two strikers now? One big, one little. So for 100%. Me, it's all about having that squad and that strength in depth, and we're really seeing it. This season, we're seeing it. And again, no shame in where I'm coming from. You know I want this quad. You know I think we can do this quad. But the only reason we're here talking about a quad at the end of April is because of the squad we've got. Yes, we've had some luck with some of the draws, but let's not act like Man City haven't been given favourable draws for the last 5 years. Yes, we've ridden our luck a little bit in some games where the opposition haven't taken chances, but let's not act like we ain't been battering teams and only scored 1 goal in the game. What we're building here is something special. And I'm like, not even to bring up the conversations. I know you and Matt were chopping up on the Friday show regarding Mo's contract. Sadio contract needs to get done. Mo's contract needs to get done. Bobby, again, I think there's an argument to say that you let him play out his last year of his contract and see what happens. But them two especially, get it flipping done.
Yeah, Naby, it's ridiculous now, bro.
Again, I know I banter and joke about Naby as well. If you're gonna keep Naby, then yeah, give him that little contract and say, right, you might not be a starter, but you see in the squad, you're gonna be utilized. Same with Hendo. For me, he's not a starter anymore. But you know what you do? Go out and get that centre midfielder that says, yeah, I am the guy. I'm gonna play next to Flacco and Thiago, and we're gonna bat it up. And when we're not playing, Naby and Hendo will step in. When
and become the Origi and the Minamino of the midfield.
Right,
bro.
See it there. When Flacco's not playing, you say, all right, you're new, yeah? All right, you jump in the middle of the pitch now. You control this. You, Hendo and Keita, control this now. Let them man have a little break. You lot go and bring us an FA Cup and a League Cup. Let them man deal with Prem and Champions League. Squad is essential. And again, it's not just buying players for the sake of it, because Man City and Liverpool have got the best track record when it comes to player acquisition. They just have. It just is facts. You look at what Chelsea have done. Look at what Man United have done. Spent more money than probably City and Liverpool. But where are they? Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. And I'm loving life at the moment. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, it's tense. That first 45 minutes was horrible. Yes, it's tense playing all these games back to back and not having a rest. But you think I'm swapping this for anything? Hell nah. Hell nah.
Oh, hell nah.
Give me another 10 games this season and I'll love it. You know why? All the belts. All the belts.
As
all the records.
As
Won it all.
Spence said, strap season.
Strap season. Trophy time. It's got to be
Bloody
done.
hell. By the way, bruv, I saw Spence Ugas yesterday. Jesus, he dismantled him. Oh my God.
I wouldn't say dismantled with him. He did get caught.
Bruv, that was a clinic, bruv.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it a clinic.
Anyway, we'll talk about that on the members.
I call it a clinic.
Nah, well, we'll do it. Yeah, bro.
But no, first half again, one to throw away. We spoke about that half time. Second half, what your
terrible
thoughts on
half.
second half drift?
I think it was beautiful from Klopp that he went to a 4-4-2 and he made the changes. And the players who he brought off weren't even playing bad. It was just we needed to do something different. Mane was on the yellow card as well when they were trying to rattle us up.
So on that, Mane was very lucky, in my opinion, to stay on the pitch.
All right. I agree with you under normal...
Not because of what he did, but because of how the game is today.
Yeah, and what I will say is I agree with you in terms of never put the team at risk. Try and always keep your temper, and you can't lose your temper no matter how much these men are idiots. You have to try and keep your temper. So I agree with you. And as you said as well, with VAR now, they can be so petty with this stuff now. Do you know what I mean? And whatnot. So I fully agree with you. The only thing that I will say in his defense slightly is the fact that these men are flying into tackles, kicking us up, diving, doing all this rubbish, and people are human in it. And sometimes it is hard to keep your rag. You know what I mean? So I agree. He was lucky because, you know, the way the game is. And yeah, you can't put the team at risk. So he got away with one there, and I hope he learns from it still.
Yeah, agreed. Again, not the craziest of things we've seen him do, or seen any player do, should I say. Mane doesn't really do
petulant. It was petulant, but these days you get in trouble for that.
Here's the thing, Drift. We see something like that down at five-a-side or Sunday League or Saturday League every single weekend or every single weekday. And you know no one's rolling around. But this level, what Everton were doing, like the tempo was set from early with what Gordon was doing. Let's be honest. Tempo was set from very early. We're going to get out there and we're going to try and milk everything that we can. The Corey, look at Richarlison. Like some of these people are just even like I'll be honest. Trent getting a yellow card at first, I was like, yeah, clear yellow. The more I watch it back, I'm like, brother, he didn't even touch him.
No, although the intent from that tackle was a yellow, that was a bad tackle.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it's like, do you have to roll around like that? Like,
yeah, he didn't. He actually didn't touch him, bro. Like he literally didn't touch him.
I'm just like, I'm watching this and I'm like, this ain't football anymore. Like, gone are the days where Everton would come out and they'd, try and stifle us, try and play low block. But that stuff, like, that's not football. That's just you coming out trying to just do something crazy. Like, you stop worrying about getting a result now. You've started trying to sabotage someone else's season. And it's it's just ridiculous.
And any Everton fan who has a bit of soul over the whole Mane situation, come and talk to him about Richarlison when he kicked Henderson then. Come and have a word with me about that then, because what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about?
You know, I've got a memory, bruv. I'll go all the way back to 13-14 when Morales should have been sent off against Suarez. I'll go further. I'll keep on coming forward. Ross Barkley should have been sent off about 3 times in a row against Liverpool. Pickford should have been sent off last season and we should have had a penalty. Like, I'm not even going to do this whole debacle with Mane being kept on the pitch when Everton have been doing this for years.
No, it's real. And I think the last time they got punished was when there was no choice when Forrest Moraes tried to end Origi's career.
No, last season, Richarlison got sent off for the tackle on Thiago as well.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
Holgate on Firmino back in 17-18.
Yeah.
Last season at Anfield, they get a jammy penalty from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Like, I don't want to hear Everton say a word. They cannot say a word. They have been vile and disgusting against Liverpool for years now. Almost a decade of football is how they've played against us.
It's actually the only reason I don't want to play them, Cal. Because I know what they're going to do and they're going to try and injure our players. It's actually the reason why I don't want to play against them, bro.
Yeah, facts.
But just to finish up before we bring in the super chats, it was genius that Klopp went to the 4-2-4 or the 4-4-2, or, you know, he changed it up.
Yeah.
He brought on players again. Naby and Mane weren't playing bad, but he thought, I need to do something different. Went to the two in the midfield, brought on the wide men, and immediately, Cal, it switched. We were talking about it before, and we needed the width. You know what I mean? It wasn't working. That's how you break down low blocks. You either have intricate passing through the middle, or you stretch them and you have the crosses coming in from the wide area. And as soon as Salah went slightly more wide, and then Diaz went wide as well, and he had the two targets in the middle, Jota and Origi, Everton didn't know what was going on. They didn't have a clue. And it helped that Origi and Diaz came on, and they were in it like that, bruv. It was like they'd been on the pitch for the whole game, bruv. They didn't even need a tune-up. They came in, made an instant impact. Their first touches were brilliant. Their interplay was brilliant. Their passing was on key. And they had an impact immediately. And the substitutions won the game. Diaz and Origi won the game.
Yeah, just on that as well. Just on the substitutions as well. I'm glad you mentioned the substitutions, because I think we need to, as fans, get out the narrative of a player only gets substituted if they're having a bad game.
100%.
Or if someone's being substituted, they're having a bad game. No,
100%.
Again, this is where we need to start being more open-minded with the squad game. I genuinely, and I know people in the comments are going to go at me for saying this, but look, I'm all good for it. We won the game. There's not really much anyone can say to it. I could bring my mood down. Naby was not having a bad game at all.
No,
I actually think Naby was having a good game. Nothing splendid, but having a good game. Mane was having a good game. But we're trying to win a game of football. So just because these two players are subbed off, don't mean they had a bad game. It just means you've got a squad next. You've got a squad and you can make changes. They were tactical substitutions, not because of bad play or having rubbish distribution or whatever. This is what we've asked for. But you could be having a great game, but if there's a player who can come on and change it so we win as a team, then that is what we do. In fact, I'm more happy with us making subs when players are having a good game rather than bringing a player off because he's had a bad game.
Yeah, it's true.
That's even better. And again,
and bro, it makes sense. Like, exactly. You think about it, Sadio was on a yellow for a start, but if you're going to go to a 4-2-4 or 4-4-2, you would keep Jota in the middle instead of Mane. Common sense told you to do that, bro. Regardless of how well he's playing, common sense told you, because Jota is more of a fox in the box. And at that moment, changing to that formation, you now need a fox in the box. And that is exactly what Jota is. So common sense told you to leave Jota. And then what did Klopp do? 15, 20 minutes after that, when we didn't need another goal anymore, brings Jota off now, brings Henderson on. Now you go back, you change the shape again. Now you're more defensive because you're not chasing a goal anymore. Beautiful tactic from Klopp today. Absolutely spot on, bro. Couldn't even have done it better if he tried, bro. Perfect substitutions from Klopp today.
Indeed. Right. Going to read out these super chats and get player ratings going. Reaper says, retire Origi number next club, buy his shirt, no rival.
Well, number 27 is such a unique shirt. It should, bro. I'm not even going to lie. It should be retired.
Fiatra says, big C Origi. Jamrock says, I was referring to the hold-up play for the first goal. Oh, I get you, Jamrock. I get you. I get you what you're saying now.
Pimp, we saw that just as it came out, bro. Big up. Just send it through as a non-super chat, bro. Just send it through as a non-super chat.
PR says, Cal, your players are playing well. Bobby Cater now D9. Matter from Robbo, man of the match, because this game was a fight. It will boost our players' confidence. Facts, that's true as well. Shez, aka Sharon Preet, says Diaz was a huge difference. Facts. Big up Kadir. I lost all sense of reality when Robbo scored. Lord Divot, we shouldn't be selling one. This is what we've been crying out for 4 years. Facts, Kadir. Facts. Mario says, can we please take homage to Rafa? Without him, this wouldn't be possible. We salute you, Agent Rafa. You'll never walk alone. My G. The Spanish sniper.
And he did it on purpose as well, Cal. I spoke to his agent. Yeah.
Can we talk about Mo's creation the past few games?
We can indeed. When we get to player ratings, we will indeed, my brother. Don't worry about that.
And we will.
Don't worry about that. Right foot dink. What are we talking about, bro?
He must be top assist maker in the league now. That must put him out right top, because Trent hasn't got an assist. That must put him top.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe. No, but Trent was 2 above him, was he not?
I'm gonna say something in a bit. I hope the person I'm gonna direct this to is in the comments as well. Brian says Salah now leads the league for goals
Oh,
and
wow.
assists. I will miss Origi so much.
Me too, bruv.
Mario says Villarreal will use that gameplay. Good practice. Very true. Got better
Very
quality
true.
of players though.
Yeah, that's the
Paulie
only
says,
difference.
Football 2, time wasted nil. Somebody tell me a better love story than Origi v Everton. I'll wait. You won't find one. KGFSTGC says big up Kop-Ish. Best LFC channel out there. I follow you guys religiously. Big up to yourself,
Love,
bro.
man. Big up, bro. Big up, brother.
Asen says Origi rode up to his yard and told these man their lease is up. Bro, man, handle these hopes and dreams and stayed in the Premier League. Destiny controller. Facts.
Controller.
Mario says Diaz auditioning for Swan Lake with that control. Facts.
Don't talk to me about that control, bro. That was disgusting, bro.
Different. Sam Max Legend says great 3 points. Nobody was bad. Klopp was spot on. Facts. Agreed as well.
Other than Trent in the first half.
Yeah.
Trent in the first half was poor, but he picked it up big time in the second half.
KGFSTGC says when you guys advertise mugs, you should put a picture of Frank Lampard's face. Or we should do toilet paper and put Richarlison's face in it.
That tickled me still, I'm not gonna lie that.
Give up the scourge of Everton Origi. What a guy indeed. Sharon Preet says, lads, how class was Alisson holding the ball at the end? Oi.
Yeah. He almost got man of the match for that shithousery, bro.
That made my day. Oh, jeez. Big up Kev. Look at this statistic. Alan played 73 minutes, made 2 passes, both from kickoff.
Wow.
That is their defensive midfielder. What was he on the pitch to do? Start trouble and foul.
Do you know the wickedest thing? I know he plays for the Ops, so fuck him. But Alan actually deserves better than Everton, you know. He's a good player.
Well, he went there because of Ancelotti, innit?
He did, yeah.
Boy, got to rate James Rodriguez now, innit?
Because Rodriguez made sure they put a clause in his contract.
when he went, you just saw him go, nah. When Ancelotti went, James was like, I ain't sticking around for this.
I would worry a team like Man United would be smart enough to go get Alan if they get relegated.
Yeah, Man United and smart doesn't really work in the same sentence. It just is what it is. What was I gonna say? I think I had a point I was gonna make. It's probably left me now. He's
probably just gonna say, "Oh shit, Everton are." We can talk about it.
Anyway. Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna talk about. Right. Mo Salah. Before we do player ratings, I'm only going to spend a couple of seconds on this. Mo Salah this season has got 22 goals and 13 assists. Henry did the 2020, right? Where he got 20 goals, 20 assists in one season. Everyone considers him the GOAT in terms of attackers for the Premier League. I have him as my GOAT for attackers in the Premier League as well. If Salah goes and hits 7 more assists this season, and let's say even if he doesn't hit 7 more assists, because what is it got his goal, his GA at the moment is what? 22 and 13. Quick maths is 35. Let's say he gets 6 more goal contributions this season. Puts him on 41. What are we saying? Do we have to have a conversation?
Too uncomfortable for some people, bro. So
very uncomfortable for some. But hey, Lee, I knew that I'd draw him out. There he is, Lee. Lee, I knew that I'd draw him out. Man, just you said something about Thierry Henry. You said it. You said it. Knew you'd draw him out. But yeah, we have
to be fair, he can hold his head up after 2 brilliant performances. So
no, he can. Better get that top 4 though. Better get that top 4.
Oh yeah. That top 4 is Arsenal's without a doubt. Now they've got no excuse anymore, bro. Not a chance, bro. Not a chance.
But we've got to start speaking about Salah in some higher talks now. I'm not saying he's better than Henry. He's sitting at that table with him now. He's sitting at that bloody table with Thierry Henry. And I'll be more than willing to have that debate and argument with anyone. Anyone. Got to be at the table now. Got to be. Right. Now that I've got that off my chest and I've drawn out Lee.
Yeah, Lee battled after that.
I know he is. That's why I do it. I love this. Right. Player ratings. Ali.
By the way, this is a very uncomfortable conversation that Lee won't want to have either. But because people love to put the accolades with the achievements, because it seems to be the barometer when everybody wants to do whatever they're doing. If we win a quad, the conversation is over.
Over. You're saying 2 Champions Leagues? Oh.
Over.
Over. Dum. After you said over, I should have just gone dum. Right. Alisson Becker for me. I'm going to give him a tidy 8.5.
Do you know the only thing stopping me giving him a 9 was
the punch out?
Yeah, because that is like goalkeeping 101, and I don't know what that was all about. That was weird, brother. And that could have easily just gone straight in the goal. It could have hit a defender and went straight in. It would have been like, Ali, what the So yeah, I'll go 8.5 for Ali because that was weird. I don't know what that was. I'd have given him a 9 without that.
Yeah, 8.5 for me too. Trent, can I go first on this drift?
Yeah, go to. You make my life easy by doing that anyway.
I'm gonna go 6 for Trent.
I can't argue with that because of how bad his first half was. I gotta be real. I can't argue with it.
Parts of the second weren't great either. I actually think 6 could be quite generous.
No. I think his passing improved enough in the second half to give him a 6.
All right. I'm gonna go 6 for Trent. Matip.
Matip was fucking brilliant today.
Dealt with Richarlison.
9. Matip was brilliant today, man.
Go on then. He
was brilliant, man.
Go on then.
The passes, the running with the ball. I'm trying to remember if he made any mistakes. I don't think he did. He was brilliant today, man. Fucking Joel, innit?
My general.
And he looks silkier with it now as well. He's so elegant, bro. That's the way. It's elegance, bro. This is why he's a gazelle, bro. He's just elegant, bro.
So silky.
It's mad, bro.
Finally getting a recognition as well. I did see a Sky Sports article about him. Finally. Take it to the end of April. Finally. The pundits have recognized Joe Matip. Why? Virgil.
Maybe just a little bit below Joel. I think Joel just had a slightly better game than Virgil, although Virgil is still brilliant. So I'd probably go 8.5 for Virg.
I'm going to go a 9 for Virg as well, you know.
You think he played as well as Matip? All right.
Maybe not as well, but the reason I'm going 9 for Virg is because I think as the captain on the day, he managed the actual game very well for the majority of it, especially with what they were doing. He was dragging people away. Obviously, in his battles, he was winning all of his duels. He was dominant in the air. His passing was good. He was controlling things from the back.
He was very dominant in the air. That's true. He was very dominant in the air.
For me, Virgil gets a 9 today.
I won't argue with you with that one. I just think Matip was just ever so better, though. Do you know what I mean?
I think Matip was better, but I think Virgil's still a 9 as well. Robbo.
Go on it. 9.5.
9.5.
Go on it.
9.5.
He was brilliant.
9.5.
In the second half, and it wasn't just the goal, which obviously adds the icing on the cake, but he was just brilliant. His endeavour, his drive, his work rate, His defending.
Clearance from the Deli Ali one.
Oh,
as well.
brother, how can I forget about? No, 10. Bruv, he's a 10 today.
I was
you know,
just
bruv.
gonna say,
Yeah, he's a 10 today, bro. He's a 10. Yeah. He's a 10. He's a 10. He's a 10.
Man of the match for me today. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's a 10.
Excellent.
Smash that like button as well, guys. If you want the anthem, you already know the deal. Come on, smash
Almost
that like
1,000
button.
of you here as well. So blessed to have you guys on the stream with us. So please do smash that like button. If there's 995 of you here, can we get 900 likes minimum, guys? Can we do that?
Come on, guys. Come on.
Please, can we do that? Flacco.
8.5.
I would have gone 8, but Drift, we've just won a derby, so you're not gonna see me dropping someone's score, bro.
You know, yeah, because I think he did what he had to do well.
Dealt with a lot of nonsense as well.
Yeah, a lot of bullshit, bro. I think 8.5 is fair for Flacco today.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Naby. This is where I know the chat's gonna pop off.
I will still go 8 for Naby. I don't think he did anything wrong, bro.
Okay, so I wouldn't have gone that high. I'd have gone 7 for Naby.
Oh, that's a bit low. Naby was very effective with the ball in terms of like the ball retention.
Seven's good though. Sevens are good.
All right, we'll compromise at 7.5 then. Let's compromise at 7.5 then.
I'll be honest. Obviously, I know I banter with you and Matt when it comes to Naby. I find it a little bit heartbreaking to an extent that we've got people as fans, and this is not even me trying to act on the moral high ground of fans. Like, all fans are entitled to their opinions as long as obviously they're respectful. But when I see people say Naby was poor and Naby didn't do anything, it does kind of break, because it's like, raw, this is what we used to say about Genie a lot of the time. I'm going to be real with you. Genie in this squad right now, with how we're playing and everything, we're probably top of the league right now with a couple of points ahead of City. And again, that's not me downplaying anyone else. I just think
what he used to do was just so imperative to how we play, bro.
It's like, if you say he's poor, you're basically saying he's between a 2 and a 4 for this game. So if he's poor, now again, I'm not even taking him.
No, you're right, though, isn't it? Based on, you're right.
Between a 2 and a 4, but if he's poor, for me, if you're centre midfielder and you're poor, it means you lose most of your battles, you lose the ball a lot, you don't do anything when you have the ball, you're caught out of position a lot. He did none of those today. So it's like, I get maybe sometimes you throw around the word poor, but like, we need to be a bit more mindful of how we're describing performances. Because again, I've said he's a 7. We've gone with a 7.5 to compromise. But I'm going to tell you why I'm giving him a 7. Because 7 is a good on our spectrum. I think he recycled the ball well. I can't think of many times he lost it. I think I saw him in the box more than any other midfielder, which is what we asked for. Just because he didn't get the ball, that's not his fault. Jules, the only time I think I saw him lose a duel was when the diver from their team knocked the ball past him and outran him, which happens. It happens. We ain't got the quickest in midfielders. We know that. Same would have happened to Thiago if he was on Thiago's side. His passing he was trying to be penetrative, passing into the box.
Oh, that's the only thing I disagree about. I think the penetration was all he didn't do today, bro.
Not often. It wasn't often, but he still tried it though, Drift.
I only remember one time though. That was the only time I remember.
I remember about 3 or 4. But again, when you're saying he's poor, you have to understand what poor means. Poor means you've stunk up the place. And there's no one right here who can tell me that Naby didn't have a better game than Trent. So if Trent's a 6 and most people have agreed that Trent is a 6, then Naby's at least a 7.
I think people need to change the vocabulary to average if you don't think he's playing well. But like, yeah, Naby was average today. Poor, you're right. Poor is too far. I mean, obviously he wasn't even average today, but I mean, like in general though.
Yeah, that's
I just want him to make more penetrating runs. That's what I'm disappointed with Naby, because that's what his actual skill set is.
Yeah.
So
and again, I do want someone a bit more dynamic. So I in an ideal world, Naby is Thiago. He's Thiago's backup, and Hendo is the backup to the new midfielder we buy, hopefully in the summer. Touch wood, pray to God. But let's not act like he's a rubbish player, innit? Like, and I think that happens sometimes. I think just because our midfielders aren't doing a Kevin De Bruyne, we kind of look down on them and what the job they actually do. And it's like we play a completely different system. So that's my little rant about Naby over. Again, no hard feelings about anyone who disagrees with me. Just the thoughts and opinions. Thiago, what are you saying for Thiago, Drift?
I'll go 7.5 as well.
Okay, so I got 8 for Thiago.
Okay. The only reason why I wouldn't have
sorry,
put Thiago...
8.5. I got 8.5. I'll let you go first now.
Okay, the only reason why I wouldn't have put him that high is because even though his passing was brilliant, there wasn't the same kind of, but then maybe it's because of the way they were playing. Because I was saying there wasn't that level of control in midfield that he normally has. But again, maybe it's because they're not even trying to play in midfield, so there's nobody to really control. So that is why I have that feeling for real. Yeah, an 8 then. Yeah, an 8 then.
I've got an 8.5, and the reason why, again, no one has to agree. The reason I've got an 8.5, I thought his passing on the whole was very good. I also think his interceptions and tackling was massively underrated in this game, and he kept the tempo going. When the tempo wasn't high, but he made sure it didn't drop below where it was. And it was poor in the first half. The tempo was poor.
That's true.
I thought he was very, very good over the course of 90 minutes. Like I can't sit here and think of a thing he really did wrong in that game.
Funny thing is though, in that first half when we weren't playing well, the midfield was kind of the problem. So even though none of the players were playing bad, it was like, but the midfield was still the problem. So it's quite skewing my opinion on things, if you get what I mean.
See, I disagree. I think the fullbacks were the problem in the first half.
You think so?
Yeah. Didn't get high and wide enough, especially Trent. And the crossing wasn't good enough in the first half.
Yeah, the crossing was terrible in the first half.
Yeah. So should we settle on an 8 for Thiago then?
Let's give him an 8.5, innit? Fuck
it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Bro, it's Thiago, bro.
I'd have changed it off screen anyway, bro. This makes my job easier.
Some of his crossfield passing is disgusting. We don't deserve Thiago, I swear down.
Yeah. All right, Salah.
First half, he was really quiet. Second half, he came into his own. Some of his triangle play was beautiful, especially when Diaz came on and the formation changed up a little bit. He started to just cook on that right hand side. Wonderful dinked right footed cross back for the goal for Robbo. I go 8 for Mo today.
I'm going 8.5. When I speak about one thing with Mo, so many people I've seen over the last couple of years been like, Mo can't play with an out-and-out 9. Do you know how many times him and Divock actually sync up with each other when they play? AC Milan, Wolves, this game. Whenever he plays with a 9, Salah still balls out. In fact, it probably helps him more because there's a foil for him. So he gets more space because you're taking the centre-back's attention away from Salah. This notion that Liverpool can't play with an out-and-out 9 has got to stop. We absolutely can. I
think people got... Remember, I did say, bro, people have become too addicted to the false 9 that they think if we play a 9, his role is to be what... No, he's not on the pitch to do what Bobby does. That was the Jota argument I was having with guys earlier. Like, he's not on the pitch to do what Bobby does. When he's playing, it's different.
This is what I've been saying. Shout out to Ayub Nilly. And I know me and Ayub always disagree on stuff, but right here we agree on this. When Salah was at Roma, he was playing as a second striker behind Edin Dzeko.
There you go.
But everyone forgets. Everyone forgets. Mo can play with a pure 9. And again, I know we're not going to get him. And look, I don't even disagree with the philosophy of not getting him because of his salary and all that. But people are telling me Haaland couldn't play with Salah. Yes, he bloody could.
Yeah, he could. And do you know what?
Nunes couldn't play with Salah? Come on now.
Bro, I'm hoping that's the plan, if I'm being honest.
As I said, I'm still not on the Nuno train. But...
I'm fully on the Nuno. Do you know what it is, brother? Especially that I know we're losing Divock. You see, if Divock turned around tomorrow and signed a new deal, I would kind of be like, well, Nunes isn't really needed anymore. But if Divock is 100% out the door like it looks like he is, but we've got to have one player in our squad that is an actual out-and-out number 9, because Jota is still not quite that. Do you get what I mean? You do need that player who is actually naturally that type of player. You do. You've got to look at today. You've got to be able to change things. And today, maybe Klopp showed that now with the personnel we have, going to a 4-2-4 or a 4-4-2 against these low block teams actually will work to have 2 gunmen in the middle, bro. So Nunes could be the you know what I mean? Because without Divock coming off the bench today, who could that have been?
Yeah.
Really?
Agreed.
Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
You need a number 9. You have to have at least one number 9. I'm telling you, man, Nunes, bro, I've been scouting him, bro. Darwin, I'm telling you, bro. If Divock's got to go, Darwin is our guy, bro. Real, I'm serious, bro. He's our guy.
Mane.
By the way, 8.5 for Mo.
Oh, yes.
I just remembered how well he was doing defensively as well, bro. 8.5 for Mo today.
Yes.
Yeah. Mane, I'll probably go 7.5. I would have given him an 8, but he nearly got sent off. So I'll give him a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that as well. Jota.
8. I thought Jota was really good today. His pressing, his energy. It wasn't just about like, and I think he only made one bad pass today. His passing was good today as a whole. And he was just keeping their defenders busy. He really was. And I think today was one of them things where everyone who was always like, if Jota's not scoring, he's not getting involved. Today, go and watch today then, innit?
This is what you see when everyone came down on me when I was having this debate about Jota's performance. And again, it was just that isolated performance on that day against Manchester City. And they were like, yeah, but you can't complain if he scores. Jota had a bet. No one can't tell me Jota didn't have a better game today than he had against Man City. He comes out of this game. He comes out of this game without a goal or an assist. This is my point. This is Jota. Jota has this in his locker to play these types of games where he might not score a goal, might not get an assist, but he comes off the pitch and he can hold his head up high and said, I contributed today because I'm that guy. Jota is that guy. He's the future of our club.
His pressing has replaced Bobby's because obviously Bobby can't do it anymore.
Bro, Jota is the future, bro. No one can't tell me any different. He's the future. I had a great game. Very, very impressed by Jota today. Substitutions. Diaz. It's a 9 for me still.
We got to come up with Diaz song, you know. I swear down. We got to come up with Diaz song, bro. I didn't think it would ever really happen, so I'm still not kind of used to it. But sometimes, I do take a moment. I know I'm a big man, and I shouldn't really do this, but sometimes I do take a moment and I think, did Diaz and Thiago really fucking play for Liverpool? Hold on a minute. Do 2 of my favourite players, one of my favourite players of all time, and one that I actually personally helped scout, do these boys actually fucking play for Liverpool? I got to pinch myself sometimes, bro. Like, I swear down. Like, it's nuts, bro. Jurgen Klopp isn't just giving us dreams in terms of trophies and the way we're playing. He's also given me some of the players that I've loved and wanted to, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, bro. I'm going to look back on this Klopp era in 15 years' time when he's only been gone for 5 years. And I'm going to think to myself, that it will never get better than that.
People, don't let that go over your head, what Drifty just did there still. Don't let that go over your head.
No, he's staying for another 8 years, Bob, I'm telling you.
No, it must feel really nice to get the players you want, Drew. Let me know how that feels still. Let me know how that feels. You're giving him a 10, yeah?
Yeah. As far as substitution, like, remember, he's only in the pitch for 30 minutes, so it's not across the whole game. It's based on what he did. What could he have done more in the half an hour he was on the pitch other than score? 10.
Thing is, I'm thinking about, obviously doing this show, I try and think about a balanced view or a different view to try and...
It was Everton, Cal.
No, I know, but when I'm thinking and my brain just going, what are you doing, big man? Just move the mouse and put him in a 10. Right,
it's not, today's not the day to be logical, bro. It was Everton and he changed the game, bro. A bicycle kick assist.
It's crazy because people are going to watch this show back and see the ratings. Oh, we've got a 10.5 la la la. We got
La,
10.
la, 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 la.
We got 10.5. All right, so here's the thing, yeah. He's a 10, but I still have Robbo as my man of the match.
If I was completely being non-gassed, it'd be a 9. Do you know what I mean? Like, but we just beat Everton and they might get relegated. So who gives a shit about logic?
I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
It is what it is, bro.
That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. Hendo.
I'll give Hendo a quiet 6. I'll give him a quiet 6.
7 for me.
Okay. I think he quietly helped, but he was only on the pitch for 10 minutes.
I'd say 7 drift. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'm not upset with a 7. I would have gone with a 6 personally. I thought he was good. He helped. You know what I mean? Didn't do anything. The way he took that kick from Thingy. You know what I love though? I love the shithousery from the captain because I don't actually think he was that hurt, but he was doing what they always do and make sure the ref knows what happened by staying down. Because we always jump back up and just get on with it, and like that's how people get away with what they do to us. So he did a little bit of shithousery like that, what they do, and I think he just rolled around a little bit extra because really and truthfully, you know,
all right,
you got to bring it to the ref's attention, bro.
Agreed. Now then, we speak about Le Goat, D9, Lord Origi. What are we saying for him?
One the blood clot see up there, son of the yard there. Am I gun that?
Who have it?
Am I gun that? Am I gun that?
That's the goat noise. That's the Divock noise.
It might be the last time I see Divock score or play for Liverpool.
Ain't. He's got a Champions League final goal.
No, I said it might be. And so therefore I'm going to take this opportunity to give him 10 and joint man of the match with Robbo.
Oh, dude, we can't do that.
I do. Listen, I do what I do, bro.
I'd give him a 9. Can we at least meet it as a 9.5, bro?
Bruv, he came on. He had the triangle play link up with Salah to create the goal. He bullied up their defense that thought they was on smoke before he came on. He even dropped back and was helping to defend in midfield. And then he scored arguably the winning goal because the second goal's the one that always kills the game.
Killed the game.
What are we saying? No, bruv, the second goal in the 2-0 is the winner because it's the one that wins the game. It knocks all the stuffing out of the opposition. It's the winning goal, bro. The first goal is just as important, but it's the winning goal, bro. It's the one that knocks the stuffing out of them, bro. What are we saying? Holding the ball up, defending, link-up play, part of the goal, part of both goals. I'm being real, but for a half an hour appearance, bro, what more do you need, bro? 10. Man of the match with Robbo. Joint man of the match. It's what we're doing, bro. Retire that number 27 shirt, man. D9, that's my guy.
You ain't even getting an argument from me today, bro.
That's my guy.
You're not getting.
And for anybody who had a problem with Divock, give your head a wobble.
If you didn't believe him then, do you believe him now? Do you believe him now? Klopp, 10 for me.
10.5.
Oh.
I don't think he could have done anything. But he was absolutely flawless in all his tactics, all his substitutions, everything he did. I can't find anything wrong. The first half performance isn't on Klopp for me because there's shithousery in the way that they play. It's like the Klopp can't do nothing about that. But in the second half, straight away, he realised, okay, it's not quite working, made the right substitutions, brought on the right players. Everything about Klopp's performance today was outstanding, bro. Outstanding. 10.5 for me. Klopp was...
No arguments. Robbo and Origi, according to Drift, man of the match. Or men of the match, should I say.
Men of the match.
Flawless. Klopp, flawless. Can't lie, it's a bloody good time to be a Liverpool fan, right?
Man United ain't doing too well. Everton might get relegated. Liverpool chasing the quad. What a fucking time to be alive, boys. What a time to be alive.
The feeling is...
what a feeling.
As Christian Bank Senior would say, the feeling is stupendous. Love it. Absolutely.
This is what it must have felt like in the 70s.
Yeah, and the 80s, to be fair.
Yeah. Real talk, innit? This must be what I mean. they got over the line. So that's all we got to do. We just got to get over the line, and then that must be what it felt like. You know what I mean?
I love this team, man. I love this team. Origi's favourite opposition is Everton Football Club. 6 goals, more than any other club he scored against, which again, saying a lot, saying a hell of a lot.
Is it not more in all comps? That's only in the league? Hasn't he got goals in the cup game against them?
I'm going to try and run it back. So 15-16 at Anfield, if I'm not mistaken, was his first goal. It was a cross from the left-hand side from Milner. No, was it? Yes, cross from the left-hand side from Milner, heads it in, make it 1-0 in that game. We win that game, I think, 4 or 5-0. He got injured in that game for Funes Mori. So that's 15-16. 16-17, if I'm not mistaken, we won the game 3-1. And I'm going to say he got the third and final goal. Mane got the first. Coutinho got the second when he dribbled past Idris Gueye. And then Coutinho set Origi up.
Oh, what
he came off the bench. Yeah. That was the second. That was 16-17, if I'm not mistaken. Then 17-18, he was on loan, so didn't score. 18-19, came off the bench and scored 90 plus 6. Then the 2 in 19-20, the first one was set up by Mane, second one was set up by Lovren, and then today, number 6.
Okay, yeah.
Jeez, the memory's still there. Still, I'm proud of myself.
Do you know what? He might go down in history as one of the best ever Merseyside derby players. Then,
yeah, he will.
If you actually think about it, he's got to be in the top 10, surely, for Merseyside derbies.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Gerrard might be number 1. I think Owen's got a decent record.
I'm sure Rush has got a good record against them as well.
Yeah, Rush got a good record against everybody, bro.
Yeah, real talk. Maybe that could be a members video. We can go and see who's our best Merseyside derby players.
Facts. We read out some of these super chats. Sam Max Legend says this clown Gordon needs to be schooled. Total muppet. Send him back to Sesame Street. A non-league player. Great show as always. Love to the gang. Big up. I'm going to take biased out of it. I don't like the guy at all, but he's got a good turn of pace and he seems to understand his position quite well. But apart from that, no other credit. Repo says Richarlison is the Brazilian Ngog. Don't disrespect Ngog like that.
Ngog scored the winner against Man United, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Richard, second goal again. The killer goal.
The winning goal, then, Cal. The winning goal.
The killer goal. Math says wish Kanate played against these guys. Matip 6. Matip's higher than that. Oh, Matip as the 6. Sorry. Oh, you just want to see bully tactics. I'm gonna be real with you. If Ibu played today, I think Richarlison's not walking off that pitch.
Well, he definitely would have got roughed up more than he did.
No, he'd have been carried off the pitch. He would have been ugly. Ason says 9.5 for that bicycle assist and Mr. Samba sauce. Yeah, he got a 10 still. He got a 10. Hisham says Mo is so selfish. He's no longer sharing most assists in the Premier League with Shred. That'll be the next narrative, isn't it? He's so selfish. You don't even want to share stats and trophies.
I like that.
Base Faces Space says you should add a segment where you rate each other. Cal 10 Drift. I'll rate Drift a 10 for today. He swayed me on about 3.
Base Face, what's going on there, bro? What's going on there?
Drift's a 10. Drift's a 10.
Come on, man. Who scores the winning goal? Let me have my moment, man.
Hold on. Just checking something. Shout out to brother Saint, who just sent me a message. Liverpool had 85% possession today against Everton. That's a new Premier League record. Another one to add to the bag. Another one.
That's nuts.
Another one. And bless up to Saint LFC TV. Make sure you guys go and check out Saint. I think I saw Dave's LFC chats in there as well, or is the last show. So make sure you check him out as well. Brother Saint. Musa LFC 21 says Jurgen Klopp, I'll never miss a player more than Origi. He'll explode wherever he goes. He is a world-class striker. LOL. Goodbye video is going to be emotional.
That means he isn't staying, man. I was still clinging on to that hope, like you don't know what. By the way,
I think if it's up to Klopp, he keeps Origi, but I think Origi's at the stage where he wants to play regular football now. You can't begrudge him.
Big up yourself, Base Face. Always.
Oh, raw. So I just Well, I brought out the memory bank. I spoke about Naby. Like, what more can I do? Base face. What more can I do to get in the Thiago category?
You know what?
7 now. Bobby Daz is giving me a 7. Raw.
Let's not start this narrative. Let's cut this. Cut. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. If Divock Origi gets a goodbye video, I don't know if I can watch that, Cal.
I'll bring it on the screen on a live.
I don't know if I can watch that, bro. That's gonna bring up a level of emotion that a big man shouldn't have, bro. I don't know if I can watch that, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
Your screen go blank, and then you're just gonna hear, "Where's the video? Where's the video? Hold on, where is it?" You're just gonna see the screen go blank, and you're gonna hear Divock. You're gonna hear Drifty do this. That's what
I'm actually thinking to myself, it's the last month to enjoy Divock as a Liverpool player. It's actually mad emotional. I can't even front. It's mad emotional. And I'm going to be watching a lot of Serie A next season.
Bruv, it ain't LFC to boys. I'm not going to lie. Saints getting a 10 for this show as well. Thiago had 120 passes. Everton as a whole had 95 passes. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
That's mad.
That's like a pass a minute. You have one pass per minute. No,
as a whole football team. Yeah, no, that's mad, Cal. That is absolutely
Drift, hold on.
mad.
How much minutes in extra time was there an added time in the first half? About 5 minutes because of the debacle with the fight.
Yeah, something 4. I think it was 4. Yeah.
And then it was 90. It was 4 minutes added time in the second.
So it's 98 minutes overall today, Cal.
They have a 1 pass per minute ratio in the game. Embarrassing.
How is that even possible?
Norwich don't come and do that. They don't.
How is that even possible, Cal?
Because they weren't focused on playing sport, bro. That's Lampard's business, bro.
15% possession, right? Saints said we had 85% of the ball today, right? Even that is fucking embarrassing, bro.
Everton played 1 pass per minute.
Wow.
Do you know what ratio that is?
That is disgusting, bro. Get in the fucking first division, never mind the championship.
The only other team I rate in and around Merseyside is Tranmere, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Isn't it?
Ason says, and the Liverpool ladies team. Big up to them as well. They'll be on the parade and on a separate bus as well. 6 buses. Remember, I done told you. 6 buses, people. 6 buses.
Come on.
Ason says, criminal how Dele Alli is still stealing and living, you know. Boy, the fall from grace has been a bit mad.
I think he'll resurrect his career somehow, though. Not to the level he was at, but I think he'll get back to a better level than he's been at. He went to the wrong club. That's the only problem.
It's hard to see how.
Dele Alli needed to do what Eriksen did, where go to a club where like he'll be actually needed at the club. Do you know what I mean? And work his way back up. Word. Shout out to Eriksen as well, man. Bloody.
Trust me. Check. But I think I saw a stat that since he's been at Brentford, only Liverpool have got more points over the period since he's been at Brentford than Brentford.
Raw. I know they haven't lost the game since he went there.
Nah, the thing is, I see him going back to Tottenham, but he'll always be highly regarded.
Yeah. Tottenham have to. But I tell you what, yesterday must have been a bit weird for him because he wants to play in the Champions League and he stopped Tottenham getting in the Champions League yesterday. So that must have felt weird for him. I'm not going to lie.
Maestro says, huge win and hope you're all well. Hope you are as well too, Maestro. Have you seen Anthony Gordon's post on Twitter and Lampard's interview and what a hero Allison is? No. Can anyone fill us in? What did Anthony Gordon?
Gordon probably said grass tastes nice and feels good.
Math says it's so hard to say goodbye. Origi's farewell song.
No, that Math song is way too emotional, bro. Way too emotional. Come on, man.
To say
way
goodbye.
Too. If you draw for the boys to men, I'm done. That's it, bro. I'm done.
Yesterday. We go to be forever.
You'll get me started now, bro.
But the Origi is gone to AC Milan. It's so hard to say goodbye to Origi. Yeah, that'll be the song. Yeah. Oh boy,
that's my goat, man. I'll forever love that boy. I don't give a fuck.
Trust me. All right, before we wrap up, Drift, what's the plans for this week? Obviously, we've got VRL on Wednesday, so we're gonna have to do a little match preview for that.
Yep, Tuesday people should be the preview for the Villarreal, so look out for that. Obviously, you know, we'll be back tomorrow with a Monday night show. As always, people, watch along and review on Wednesday for the big game. Thursday, Prem panel show.
Hold on. There's got to be another video before those videos come out, though.
What video?
Views review.
Oh, yeah.
We need to hear from you. It's the views review. We need to hear from you.
We need to hear from you.
Inside. So, guys,
Landscape.
make sure you send your views review into us. 90 seconds chopping up the game. Send it by filming landscape to teamkopish@gmail.com. That is teamkopish@gmail.com. So make sure you do that. P. Al says, look at Matt's face in this. This is brilliant. P. Al says, 90th minute Champions League final. Origi scores the winner and does a farewell interview. That would get me.
I'm done. I'm done if that happens, bro. I'm done.
Written.
I'm fully done. I'm fully done.
I don't think it'll be a 90th minute finish. I reckon he'll come on and get the killer goal, make it 2-0. Just shut up shot.
Whatever it is, wherever it is, however
minute,
it is, bro.
83rd minute.
I'll be completely done. I got a bit emotional when I watched Lallana's leaving interview. I don't know if I can watch Origi's, bro. I'm going to be real.
Origi's going to be a tough one to watch still. Views review, people. But yeah, we are going to be back multiple times this week. So make sure you follow us on social media, guys. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. Guys, also for the Monday and Friday show, guys, you can now listen to the shows on podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Maestro says, Gordon posted a video of him apparently being fouled by Matip. What a mug. As for Origi's farewell song says, I'll be missing you by P. Diddy. Could be.
Hey.
Seems like yesterday we used to score the goals. I used to pitch you like the goals. Lord Origi, they got to know that life ain't always what it seems to be. Words can express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. In the goals, I will fulfill your dreams. In the
you lot, man.
Can't wait to see if you open the gates to me. Reminisce sometime. Man, they took my friend trying to break it out, but they played the game.
You lot were joking. I'm not there. I'm going to be a mess, man. You lot are all thinking this is some joke.
Senior goes there in half the breath. I'm still living your life at that Milan. Every step he takes, every goal he scores, every single goal, every time he scores, we'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a goal to score, what a player to take. I'll be missing you.
Oh man.
How the weird of you not around up your man. I'm done. Watching us while we win the league. Every day we win the league.
Oh my god.
I'm gone. Oh boy.
He might be going to the Serie A champions as well, bro.
Exactly. That'd be special still. Seeing AC Milan win that league will be really special.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them, man. AC Milan back on top is where it should have been a long time ago.
100%. No longer a farmers league over there as well. Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juve in the last 3 seasons.
It's better than the Spanish league, but I was saying on Friday to Matt, I actually think it is a bit of a level above Spanish league at the moment now, personally.
Yeah,
I watch
it's second best league right now.
Yeah, I watch quite a bit of Italian football. It's actually entertaining still. I've got to be real. It's more entertaining than Spanish football anyway.
Tay Sean says, thinking of the days, good as no way. Oh boy.
Oh my days.
I'm
not even gonna lie. Everybody needs to understand right now. At some point during the summer, I am having an Origi show. I just am.
Of course we are, bro. We've got to. Me and Matt will just control it in the background. You can just take the show still. You just control it in the background. When you start crying, that's when me and Matt will jump in. Like, thanks, guys. Yeah. Please do smash the like button. 50 just having a little moment at the moment. But he'll be back on your screen shortly. Thank you for watching. Guys, gotta really appreciate the notorious DRV.
I like that.
Saint, if you want in, bruv, you're in, bruv. You're in.
Come on.
Fully in. But people, smash a like button if you haven't already. Over 900 of you strong on this on a Sunday evening as well, where you guys could be spending it with family and friends, having a little nice meal and that. Obviously, that's what we'll be doing after this. Big up, bless up to you all. Liverpool Football Club 2, Everton, hopefully going to be relegated. 0.
I got one last word from before we go. I got one last word from him as well. Everton.
Yeah, go on them from one of my yard. So stop calling me no brother. Stop calling me no pussy. Kiss me. Stop out my tongue. Stop out my tongue. Stop out my tongue. Kiss me for me lip. Then go suck your mother, man.
Bam. Shout out to Shimrod, you just become a member as well. Make sure guys remember, click the link in the description on YouTube. Blessings and goodwill to everyone in the building who's watched us. Until we see you tomorrow, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kop-Ish and we're out. Jurgen Quad, baby. Shout out to Monty.
Fuck Everton.